We need psychologists because we're humans, and we need to understand what makes us human.
Psychology is about people, their behavior, their thinking, their feelings, their emotions.
If you want to understand about human beings, that's what psychology is.
We are a science, and we try to understand people.
Understanding how people think enables us to interact with people, understand how they're thinking, and change our behaviour so it's appropriate for the situation that we're in.
How our brains create thought, how we act on those thoughts, how we relate to others, how we can understand others. It provides us with fantastic insight into how human beings drive the world forward.
Psychology is a really important science because with how technology is changing, we really need to understand how humans interact with technology. And to do that, we need to understand how humans think.
In the wider society, people tend to think of psychology as being kind of an armchair, lay on the couch, kind of Freudian type thing. Psychology is not that at all. It's the study of the human mind and human behavior. Most of what we teach in this course is actually the basics of how humans interact and experience the world, and the way we can predict human behavior.
The nature of psychology is that it is a multidisciplinary degree in that it will involve knowledge from many different fields, including sociology, biology, and even cognitive neuroscience.
I think psychology at Lancaster is unique for several reasons. I think one reason is the flexibility of the course, particularly in third year, where students only have one compulsory module, and that is the dissertation. Otherwise, they can choose whatever other modules they'd like to study. I think we're unique insofar as our psychology employability program, which provides students with opportunities to gain psychology-relevant volunteering experience, and also our B Psychology program, which provides additional ways for students to engage with our academic community and also enhance their employability.
What stood out for me at Lancaster University was definitely our psychology employability program. Other universities do have the offer to do an integrated year of experience, but I do find that you have to find that experience yourself, whereas the university provides opportunities for me to apply to experiences within the psychology field.
Psychology at Lancaster University is a very quantitative, numerical degree, so there's a very strong focus on research methods and quantitative statistics. So it really does train skills associated with science and technology, as well as arts and humanities.
One of the unique things about our degree at Lancaster University is that we combine expertise in research in our teaching.
In the first year, you will learn the basics of psychology, in the sense that you will learn the surface level of what occurs in the human mind. And second year, you start going deeper into psychology, in the sense that you learn the more detailed theories and concepts in social psychology, cognitive psychology, and other fields of psychology. And in third year, you get to choose your own fields of interest, which will determine your career path from there on.
So many staff, like myself, have active research programs, and that is fed into the teaching that we do at various levels. So students get an opportunity to interact with our research, but it's also part of their learning and assessment as well.
The lecturers at Lancaster are all really, really passionate about their subject area, so they're all like active researchers in their area, and they love talking to us about their own research and also sharing other upcoming research in the field as well. So it's great to be lectured by people who actually play a key role in the areas that they're talking about. Studying A-level, definitely studying psychology at least, it was very much just memorising facts and then putting them back into the work, whereas here at Lancaster it's more about taking part in the research and understanding how the research works. So we're a lot more active in that, and also we learn a lot more about really current stuff as well that's happening, which is also really great.
So academics will offer a wide variety of academic support. They will have one-on-one meetings with their academic tutees. So we have a tutor system where students will be paired with a member of academic staff to work with over their years with us. And in that time, we will discuss with them, say, how to use feedback on assessments to feed into future assessments. We'll talk about study skills, the time management skills, any kind of literature skills, and those are all the academic support that we offer students. In terms of pastoral care, we equally will talk to them about how that might be impacting their studies, and we will signpost them to where support can also be provided by the university, such as with disability services or with well-being support that the university has to offer.
I have an academic advisor, which I can go to if I need any help. Or there's also, you can just go to the lecturers after the lecture and just ask them questions, because they're all really willing to support you in that way.
The department have been really supportive, that there's lots of opportunities to gain experience outside of just turning up to lectures. So you can sign up for PEP and get experience through that. But also now I'm a paid research assistant as well, so I'm getting more experience through there.
So the students have access to a wide range of facilities. We might use laboratories like this one, where we have EEG systems in order to measure brain activity in participants as they engage in tasks such as speech tasks.
My area of specialism is in cognitive neuropsychology. What that means is I'm interested in how the cognitive mechanisms that help us to think function in the brain, and also what goes wrong in various diseases. And at Lancaster, we're very lucky because we have some modern techniques to study this. For example, we have eye tracking technology, we have EEG technology where you place electrodes on the brain and record the electrical activity that's going on. We can monitor the heart rate, we can monitor breathing, and we also have techniques that use VR, and we have a technique called transcranial magnetic stimulation, which some of my colleagues use to directly stimulate different parts of the brain.
So while psychology's got lots of different elements to it, the side that I work on is neuroscience. Basically, I look at how human brains and ears work together. We do that with a bunch of different methods. So we do behavioural tests where we look at different types of reaction times, but then we also use neuroimaging as well.
I think my favourite topic is probably neuroscience. I think it's been the one that I've enjoyed the most because it's quite objective compared to other modules, and I quite like that. And also my main interest in psychology is research into drugs and mental health, so that is very much relevant to what I want to do in the future.
Studying psychology at Lancaster has enabled me to look more into human behaviour, which is what I really wanted to look at. More specifically, I'm doing my dissertation and I'm going to be looking at inner speech and possibly auditory verbal hallucinations.
The university is really helpful at giving you the skills required to apply for careers and make yourself stand out compared to other graduates. After I graduate, I'm going on to a master's in human-computer interaction. So something with technology is something that I can definitely see myself doing in the future.
I think psychology can change society. It's important that we understand how human works so we can facilitate their choices and make our world a better place.